One championship is the real deal. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Salam alaikum to everyone.
Everybody knows that the UFC is the biggest MMA organization in the world. There's no doubt about it. And I don't think anytime soon anybody will pass them. But the second place was always very competitive. You have Bellator, which was for a long time probably number 2. You have the PFL, who's on the come up. You have one championship. You have so many organizations, of course, like Cage Warriors, and all these organizations are kind of limited because they belong to UFC Fight Pass somehow. So it's hard for them to emerge and get that big.
It's so big.
But it's always like the 3 biggest fishes. Of course, there's KSW, there's so many organizations, but the 3 biggest fishes are always one, PFL, and Bellator. And in my opinion, this weekend, this past Friday, showed me which is the clear number 2 organizations. I always was leaning towards one, but this just showed me, hey, it's not even competitive anymore. Like, yes, Bellator has a lot of great fighters. You have Yoel Romero, you have Usman Nurmagomedov.
Ladies and gentlemen.
A lot of good champions right now that are on UFC level and could even beat top 5 UFC guys. You know, Bellator is not anymore just retired UFC fighters. They have their own talent as well, which is beautiful for Bellator. PFL, on the other hand, is going crazy with having Jake Paul, trying to sign Ngannou, Kayla Harrison. They just do a lot of innovative things with the head cam, helmet cam, whatever you want to call it, of the referees and all these things. But I have to say, in my humble opinion, one championship is just one step ahead of everyone. I mean, yes, of course, you can say, hey, would the one championship champs beat all of Bellator's champs? Well, you can always make comparisons like this. We cannot answer it, we can only speculate. But I can tell you, I've been to Bellator events, I've watched PFL events, I've watched one championship event, I've watched them all. And one championship, especially like this event now in the US, was on a whole nother level. This was UFC level, and I'm not joking, this was UFC level. First of all, the crowd of one championship seems to be the best crowd in the world. I've been to so many events, Bellator, UFC, all these things, and the crowd is most of the time just toxic, which is okay. But the one crowd seems to be so respectful for the sport. I mean, try to tell a Bellator crowd that they should watch 10 minutes of grappling matches. They will just boo the whole time when Mikey Musumeci goes for leg locks. The crowd there has MMA knowledge. It's not just a full casual crowd. And just the organization overall, like I just mentioned, there's grappling in a cage. How cool is that? Because if you love MMA, you should try to push the martial arts. And grappling has been in the shadow of all the other combat sports for such a long time, and I love that one tries to help grappling grow bigger, because grappling is so fun to watch if you know what they do. And I love to watch guys like Mikey Musumeci, the Ruotolo brothers, all these guys compete in the cage. I think it's so cool to watch grappling in the cage. Also, Thai boxing, kickboxing with MMA gloves, so nice, especially Thai boxing, so nice, I love it. It's a whole nother dynamic than watching. Of course, I would like to watch the Lumpini fights in the Lumpini Stadium, Rajadamnam Stadium in Thailand, all these things. I love Thai boxing. But there's nothing better than 4-ounce MMA gloves Thai boxing. It's so good. I could watch it all day. I freaking love it.
I love you.
And they just have everything combined under one roof. It's so good. MMA is their base. And the other things, they just put them in the events as well. And it makes it so much more special. You have an MMA fight, then you have another MMA fight, then you have a kickboxing fight, then you have a Thai boxing fight, a grappling match. It's so cool to have that all in one event. It's so fun. And if you don't like grappling, you can, I don't know, take a break, get something to eat, whatever in the meantime. It's amazing. And Chatri, the president of one, is, in my opinion, such a good guy, such a genius. The way he promotes stuff, the way he approached business. I mean, there's a reason why he got Roberto Soldic, who lost on the weekend, but who was the most searched, most wanted free agent back in the day, a year ago or something. There's a reason why he didn't went to the UFC, why he went to ONE. Chatri is such a good businessman. And I love how he gives out bonuses like it's nothing. I mean, he gave out 500K in bonuses this Friday. Amazing. And I love that they come to the US now. It was a crazy event. I mean, the level in ONE is so much higher than most people know and believe. I mean, you can see so many people coming to ONE from other leagues, other organizations. Look at Eddie Alvarez. How did Eddie Alvarez do in ONE? He was a UFC champion and didn't come to ONE at the age of 38. No, he came in early 30s. And he did not too well in ONE. That shows you the level of ONE. It's just continue to leveling up. I mean, they have Rotang, probably when his career is over, the best Thai boxer to ever grace our planet. Has like 260 wins at the age of like 24 or something. This guy's crazy. They have the best grapplers in the world. Yeah, of course, yeah. For example, Gordon Ryan is not there, yes. Even though Gordon Ryan was signed to ONE during COVID and then the deal got thrown out the window because of COVID, but he was signed to ONE, just as you know. They just do amazing stuff, amazing business, have an amazing president. I just love the organization. Also the Amazon Prime deal, in my opinion, so cool. For us in Switzerland, we can watch every event for free on YouTube. Very cool. For those of you in the US, I think it's much better, and I love the UFC, but much better than a pay-per-view where you have to pay like 80 bucks. You have your Amazon Prime subscription, you can watch ONE for free. It's amazing, it's amazing, I love it. I love everything about ONE. I have nothing that I don't like about ONE. Also, their walkouts are so cool, price style, I love it. I have to say I like ONE the most in the cage. I'm not the biggest fan of the ring, like the Pride style ring. And maybe the ring is just not the same, I don't know. It's cool that they try to bring nostalgic vibes back, but it's not what I like to see. But ONE is just a big W, and in my opinion, undisputed the #2 organization in the world. And who knows, maybe, I don't know, in 30 years or something, maybe they're #1. Who knows? I don't think UFC will ever be surpassed, but you never know. They have amazing fighters, amazing president, amazing people overall. ONE, big W. Write your opinion on ONE in the chat. Do you think, Bellator is much better, PFL is much better, Cage Warriors, KSW, whatever you think, Brave, whatever you think is the best, second best, sorry, write in the comments, guys. Would highly appreciate that. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that, guys. And like this video if you would be so nice. And most importantly, to be nice to yourself, eat your vegetables, guys. Until next time, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.